Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at this etrailer ball mount for your 2-inch hitches. Now that's going to give you a 2-inch drop and come in two different configurations. One with a 2-inch ball and one with a 2 5/16" ball. Both very similar otherwise, so let's check them out. And I really only mention the drop height because they come pre-torqued. These two balls that you see are already installed once you pull this out of the box. So in theory, yes, you can remove it and flip it around to get a 3/4 inch rise if you wanted, but that's going to be a lot of extra work breaking this loose and then re-torquing it down. At that point, I'd recommend just getting a ball mount platform and a ball that's separate, because you're going to have to torque it down anyway, so you might as well just pick up the two separately and torque it down once in the correct configuration that you need. But if you need the 2-inch drop, these ones are great options to choose from. And really, that ball size is the only thing that separates them apart, so you can pick up the right one for the coupler present on your trailer. But this style of fixed ball mount is going to be a great option if you've just got the one trailer and you're always towing at the same ride height. Say your truck and a camper, and you're only ever towing the camper, then a fixed ball mount is great because there's less points for movement there. It's just a simpler solution to get you towing. It's important to know though that although these are different ball sizes, they have the same weight capacity. And that's going to be a 7,500 pound gross trailer weight rating. That's how much weight it can pull. And a 750 pound max tongue weight. That's the maximum downward pressure on the end here. Now, these are also going to be ball mounts with a hollow shank. And etrailer does offer another version of this ball mount that's a solid shank, also with a 2-inch drop. And that one will bump your weight capacity up to 10,000 pounds and 1,000 pounds for the tongue weight. So if you needed the extra little bit, you could go for that option, but these hollow shank options are going to be a little bit more limited. Just keep in mind that that's what the ball mounts are rated for, not necessarily your hitch or your truck, so check those other components and go by the lowest rated one. I think that hollow shank is also important because it's going to give you the compatibility with certain anti-rattle devices that rely on that hollow shank to attach. Say, sliding a threaded block inside and giving you a threaded pin to replace that standard hitch pin and clip. And that's going to just reduce that sort of rattle that you experience due to some slop in the hitch and just make for a quieter, more comfortable towing experience. The other option you have, if you wanted to stick with the hitch pin and clip that comes with it, is you could just go with a collar style external anti-rattle device like the etrailer collar style. That's just going to be a U-bolt and a plate. And while there is a little bit limited clearance on the shank up top, there's plenty of room on the bottom of the ball mount here around the hitch collar. So you could attach the plate there and it'd give you, again, just a quieter towing experience. Now, one other measurement you probably need to get is from the center of the hitch pin hole to the center of the ball. That's going to be right at 8 inches. That's important to know because we can use it to figure out where the coupler and our trailer are going to sit in relation to our vehicle, helping us figure out turning clearance and things like that. Overall construction is going to be pretty standard for a ball mount. Black powder-coated steel on the platform here, but the steel does have an E-coating underneath, so that's going to be an extra layer of protection against rust and corrosion should that powder coat get scratched away over time. Now on the ball and the pin and clip, the nut that attaches the ball, really everything else, it's going to be black nickel plated. That's going to give you a very similar durability and construction as a chrome plating, but inevitably, especially on the ball here, with metal on metal contact with your coupler while towing, scratches and scuffs are going to happen. But with the darker finish, those will hopefully be a little bit more blended in and less noticeable than that bright chrome you'll find on a lot of other balls. But regardless of the finish on the ball mount, a good way to make it last longer is just making sure that the ball and the inside of your coupler are greased, just helping to make that metal on metal contact a bit less aggressive. But when you're looking at a ball mount like this, it's going to be pretty basic. It's a fixed height, doesn't give you a very big drop, so really what it comes down to is choosing the right ball size, whether that be that 2 5/16 or the 2-inch, and paying attention to the weight capacity. So if these hollow shank ones are the right fit for you, or maybe upgrading to that solid shank one from etrailer. Or you maybe just consider going with a different one altogether that has the ball and the platform sold separately so you can torque it down yourself in a rise position if that's what you need. But if you liked everything you saw here today, I do think it's going to be a pretty solid option to get you started, including a nice finish, getting you a hitch pin and clip so you don't have to pick that up separately, and just giving you a simple, reliable ball mount. But of course, leave a review. Let us know what you think and show us how you're using it. Again, my name's Aiden here at eTrailer, and this has just been our look at the two different versions of this 2-inch drop eTrailer ball mount. Thanks for watching.